Drama Kingz podcast. We back. Finally. I'm in here with my boy. Guest hosting with me right now. Rob, holla at him.
Yo, what's up? Drama Kingz podcast on all platforms, man. What's good? It's your boy, Lil Rob, the Heartthrob, aka Bart Franklin, man. You know me, man.
Bartholomew.
Yeah, Bartholomew. Get it right. You know what I'm saying? If you ever checked out Battle Rap, Battle Coliseum, Houston Barcode, any of that, you may know me, you may not know me, you may think I look like James Harden. Who knows? Who cares? But I'm here. Drama Kingz podcast, man. I appreciate y'all having me, man. What's good?
Man, I would say a lot is good. I mean, it's a beautiful day, so that's good.
It is.
But it's a lot of foolishness going on.
A lot of drama, as you can say.
I mean, it's you know, from Monday, from between Monday and today, we got a whole. How should I put this? We got a social standard, the bar being raised yet again, right? When I say yet again, it's the social standard, the bar being raised. We talking about first date restaurants.
First date restaurants, man. It's crazy. It's like every week, every month, every day is something new.
The standards is just getting just higher and higher.
Higher and higher, man. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we went from just love and happiness to money and management.
Peace and turmoil.
Yeah, peace and turmoil, man. Come on, dude.
It's crazy, man. You know. So that list that came out
because of the lady in
the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, the Cheesecake Factory.
Which, by the way, wasn't all the way true.
What you mean? Wait, hold on.
From what I heard and what I kind of seen, it wasn't all the way true. It was kind of like a publicity stunt to get the people going, to kind of like.
You think like I mean, what they content creators or something like?
Yeah.
Publicity stunt for what?
Yeah, content creators. More so the lady. I seen it, but I didn't. You know how like you see something and you don't really like. Yeah, crazy. But 2023, you know how it is, man. But. I seen it, but I didn't really dive into it because when I see a lot of things that come across my feed that I just don't indulge in because it's just too much for my mind to take. So I seen the content creator lady talking about it after it kind of popped off, but I didn't dive into it.
Was it like an apologetic, like, hey man, I didn't really mean to do that. I was just
not necessarily apologetic from what I saw, more so like just explaining how they wanted to put the narrative out there for the women and for the people because it is.
So it wasn't clout chasing because our show was finna hit the button on it. It wasn't clout.
It depends on your definition of clout chasing these days.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I hit the button though.
Y'all gonna hit the button one time, man.
Hey man. No. Hey. Even still, because of that situation, right? Because of that, you got all these lists rolling out. Right. You got the whole list about the no fly zone with the first date.
Right.
You had a guy, some guy, probably what's it called, passport bro.
Passport bro.
They came out with a list of, I think it was the type of women that shouldn't be dating or something like that.
Yeah.
But they made a list.
Yeah, it was a list. It was quite a few lists came out like back.
Yeah, then another one came out. I saw.
It was
with
a list
woman.
Of
the type of men that shouldn't
be dated,
right?
Yeah,
and it's just a bunch of Tom fucking foolery.
I wasn't on that list. I'm not a fuck.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't meet the standard of none of them fucking lists. Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with Applebee's.
But see,
daiquiris at Applebee's.
Okay.
You mean?
Now I personally, going through some of the things that I seen on the list, I personally wouldn't on the first date. Personally. Only because I'm an ambiance type of guy. I like the ambiance. If I'm
So you're not fucking with Slick Willies?
I fuck with Slick Willies.
On the first date though?
On the first date. Because we can play pool. Anything that's like activity and I can get you to engage, I'm cool with. But Applebee's be like on the first date with someone that's like, I feel like, so it's about the kind of quality of person that you're dating. So you should always date within your own means first. You know?
That's true. So that's why I feel like, you know, that list is, everybody not gonna be pumping out no Vic and Anthony money on the first date because they don't live in them type of means.
True. Let me say this.
So how you gonna make that the social standard be?
Facts. I don't think personally that Applebee's is something wrong with Applebee's. Let me say that. So I don't think it's nothing wrong with Applebee's per se. Me personally though, I wouldn't go to Applebee's because, like I said, I like the ambiance.
Right on.
And I don't want to take a chick on the first date and it's like 30 little kids running all around and, you know, like,
yeah, because it's more of a family setting. You want a more intimate. I mean, I could dig that. I could definitely dig that. But as far as the whole, I mean, I guess what really matters as far as the list was concerned was the dollar amount that was going to have to be invested for the first date. And I think that's what that list was. Because they named a bunch of places that was just, I mean,
they were lower tier. They were lower tier restaurants.
Cheap eats. You dig? So, whatever, bro. I mean,
while we on Applebee's though, just quick, y'all gotta stop fronting on Facebook and Twitter and social media. Like them Applebee dollar drinks just be hitting like that. They do not be hitting like that. Like,
oh, you talking about them? Like it's like unlimited
drinks. I've been seeing posts where people been acting like they've been falling out. You're not getting that. You're not getting no liquor like that for $1. Like, let's be real.
No, bro, because I think I had them joints when the pandemic popped off, and I went up there because I remember because I was doing some work. I had to do some work. I was hungry, and I went to Applebee's. It was like 2020 because I remember like it was nobody in the restaurant. And they had that joint going with the unlimiteds for $1.
Well, usually,
and I was up there getting like some wings and shit, and I had I had my laptop. I was doing some work. And that was the first time I had. I know my boy took me to Applebee's one time, like a long time ago. But as far as me myself personally, because I used to run around the city a lot, for work. And I think I stopped in that joint one time just to, I didn't want to go to some place that was like McDonald's with a lot of noise and shit, so I just like, fuck, I'm tired of eating.
Something that's just cool and chill.
And them joints taste like Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Like, you know what I mean? So that shit nasty.
It's terrible.
Hey, come on, Applebee's. Please do better. Just put look, man, just put a little bit more in there, B. Like it ain't that. You know what I mean? Look out. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Because the dollar really ain't worth nothing no more. So stop trying to make it seem as if like the dollar just, gonna get you something.
They didn't like, you know what I mean, like splash that with some liquor. Just splash it.
But back to the list though, like there's a couple places on there, like I said, that I agree with. I don't feel like that. You know
like
what I'm
which
saying?
one? Like if you had to pick off the list, if you had to agree with any, aspect of that list, what part you talking about? You're not talking about the Cheesecake Factory, are you?
No. Fire.
All right. Well, I didn't look at it because I might have glanced.
So off the top of my head, I remember. Let's see, it was Cheesecake Factory, it was Applebee's, it was Chili's.
I'm fucking with all that.
Yeah, facts. The ones I'm gonna tell you, the ones I didn't agree with
Timmy Chance.
Are the ones that I agree with that I wouldn't go on a first date with.
Burt's.
Two. Shout out to Burt's. R.I.P. Burt's.
R.I.P. Burt's.
Lounge out, man. But I wouldn't do church on the first date.
Church.
They had church on there, like praise the Lord,
like Iglesia in Espanol.
Yes, praise the Lord. Shout out to God.
Shout out to God though, for real. For everything. Shout out to God. But I mean, going to church on the first date.
Yeah. A little weird.
I mean, because we got all kinds of differences in religion these days, so you can't just be taking some. I mean, I would imagine you would know that about a person, like their religion, before you decide, hey, we finna go to this Bayou Baptist up the street. You dig what I'm saying? What if she be like, hey man, I'm a Catholic.
I'm atheist.
Straight up. You know what I mean? So I don't know, bro, but church, whatever.
I just feel like a date. Oh, I'm an old school person, man. So I feel like a date should be more of a it's kind of like an interview to a certain extent.
Yeah, that's why I don't think a substantial monetary investment needs to be for the first date. You dig? I don't think a person needs to be that heavily invested in a first date restaurant because fuck, we just like meeting to hang out.
Yeah,
we really need a venue to talk.
Facts.
Right? This is really essentially a venue for us to get to know each other without using the cell phone or Instagram or
That's why the movies
Facebook
is trash. First date on the movies is trash. I don't want to go to the movies. You sit right here, I sit right here. We watch a fucking movie and we.
That used to be the joint back in the day though.
It was stupid. It used to be the joint because of other reasons.
Because boys was.
Hey
man, shout out to the movies, man.
Boys is in there.
Shout out to Magic Johnson, man. R.I.P. You know what I'm talking about? North Line Magic Johnson. Y'all know what I'm talking about? H-time.
Because boys is in there trying to DJ direct something.
You know what I'm saying? So
they're trying to be DJs.
I mean, I ain't been to the movies in a while, but first date to the movies, I feel like that's an activity.
It's trash.
On the first date, like, but I would do it at either after dinner, right, or before.
I've always said that. Like, I feel like the movie shouldn't be the main thing.
Don't be. We just going to the movies and we finna part ways.
It should be a part. So go to Applebee's, then the movies.
So now I'm like, okay, so Applebee's, bam, I'm $45 in. The movies, $16 a piece. You know what I mean? So that's a Cheesecake Factory. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I use the child.
What if instead of one?
Use the child, do the child. Like they don't know. You just be like, what's it called? Like, listen, I'm tell you, look, Jim. Right? When you order online at the movies, do not get the adult ticket. Get the children's one. And then when you go to the front, just be like, somebody ordered the ticket. I didn't know what they did. What are they going to do? They ain't going to do nothing. You'll be all right.
We used to sneak in the back door. But, I mean, whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. On from that.
Another one on the list was the gym. I don't feel like that's a first date type of thing. Cause I feel
Why you trying to push your health regimen on me? The first day we meet, B. I'm not finna meet you by the fucking free weights and shit.
Cause when you swiped left on my profile, or right, whichever one it is,
I feel like
you knew I was fast.
That's that type of stuff, man. That type of stuff comes after. Like, okay, let's start doing meets and greets, blah blah blah, based on whatever our regimens are. Let's say you work out a lot, or hey, I run a track. One day we can meet up and date, cause the first date ain't the only date. You got a series of dates before y'all enter a relationship, blah blah blah. Right. So I mean, I don't feel like that shit like that. Come on the first day, I'll meet you in person. You want me to like dress up in the gym and all that? That's how y'all doing. But if you like it, I love it. Whatever. I can't really tell nobody how to do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I will. That shit's stupid. I'm not gonna meet you at the first date at the gym, only because of the simple fact of the matter. Like, that's something that you should primarily be focused on yourself. So how can I really be focused? And what are we gonna do? Like, what are we gonna talk about?
Then we're gonna be all funky and shit, man.
Yeah,
it's
gonna be
crazy. Funky. I ain't trying to. I ain't. You sweating your perm out. You did. Like, come on, dude.
So go
for real. Like, come on, man. This Applebee's.
What else?
You got a little change. You know what I'm saying?
It was quite a few that like I said, I'm an ambiance person, so like I it's a lot of places that you can take somebody and you don't have to spend a lot.
I mean, the cost of living is so fucking high, it don't really matter where you go.
But with a better ambiance, like hidden gem, raw sushi. It's a great spot to take for a first date without having to spend a lot. The ambiance is great, but don't go to raw sushi. Keep going to Applebee's because I don't want to crowd the crowd.
Yeah, man, don't be crowding all the, all the joint, all the spots.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. But I just feel like that, society, everything is so like, nobody has a brain of their own on social media. Everybody is doing what the next person is doing.
So stop trying to push your lifestyle on me. Don't try to impress just because you do that. Don't try to impress that up on me. Like, oh, let me do what I do. All these establishments are still doing business because people are, shopping at them. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with none of the places. Oh, you want to take your wife, your not wife. You want to take your date, whatever, to fucking Timmy Chan? Go do that. She like chicken. Both of you, you know what I mean? So come on, dude.
But it's nobody's really doing it, bro. It's just all for the simple fact like I said, the person that said it, if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't really real.
It was fake.
So nobody's really.
It was clout chasing.
You know what I'm saying? And I also seen something that I want to address based off of it. I've seen multiple different views of women, and I've seen where you've had some women that have agreed and say like, it doesn't matter where I go, I just like the company that I'm spending with that person, trying to get to know that person. And then I've seen the flip side, and I've seen women that said, don't allow this post to
don't let this
post allow your standards to be lowered. If you're a $300 woman, then go meet a man that's $300 worthy and take you to Vic and Anthony or Steak 48. So
Vic and Anthony, man.
I think it just
Carla Ray, man. Remember what Carla Ray, was it a tweet? Was it a tweet or was it Instagram? Carla Ray said she wants to know. She legitimately, genuinely, and wholeheartedly wants to know what makes an artist great, right? What makes them great? The GOAT. Popping. Like, what is the criteria? I think she was saying like, length of like they.
She just said a bunch of different things.
Stage. I'm thinking stage appeal.
Stage
obviously
presence,
lyrics. Top one. Yeah, top ones on the chart. It was a bunch of stuff. So, I feel like it ain't just no one single thing. I know a lot of this generation, people will take like a one-hit wonder, who ain't got no meat in the game, no skin in the game. Pause.
Big pause.
Ain't got no skin in the game. You know what I mean? And just be like, oh, this dude the GOAT. This dude cold. This not. Well, he ain't. We can't say that shit because this person ain't really had.
Who do you feel like call a GOAT that's not GOAT worthy though? I don't like how you're thinking and stroking the mic like that. Pause. But
man,
whatever floats your boat, Dwight.
I think, like, if I had to guess, like right now, who's who's at the top, who shouldn't be there. Well, I guess we have to go through the top 10.
Top 10. Top 10.
It really should be like 20. You can't name. You could, but
wait, what are we talking about here? You're saying 20. I know what I asked, but I'm saying you're saying that we should
go through the top 10, and then I can pick one. He shouldn't be there.
Top 10 just rappers, or just top 10 people that that's in the conversation?
Because you got rappers. You got Drake. Who's not a rapper.
That's a different level.
You know what I'm saying?
Drake slander would be tolerated.
You know what I'm saying?
OVO.
You got people like that.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? That are just R&B singers and shit. And they be like, oh, this person is a GOAT because of this reason, that reason, this, that, and the third. And you got all this criteria that ain't being met because you comparing now generation artists to artists that existed in a different era. Like, oh, such and such is the same thing like sports. Michael Jordan and LeBron. You know what I mean? This is how the same way they do with artists. Like, you got just some random artists, not to just name drop, like Jay-Z and Tupac.
Right.
How are you comparing these two people? They didn't exist in the same era. They didn't face the same challenges. You know what I'm saying? They didn't face the same audience.
Right.
The audience that made Tupac great didn't make Jay-Z great. They overlapped each other, yeah, but the people who, you know what I mean? We talking two generations of people. Right.
It's all opinionated at the end of the day, though. But there are some factuals in it too. If we're talking this generation or like the 2010s up until now, you have to understand and differentiate like the ones that really like should have that GOAT title underneath their name or by their profile, which is only 3 people when it comes down to like rap and hip hop, in my personal opinion.
And that's all it's gonna ever be, an opinion.
To a certain
extent, all opinions.
It is, but to a certain extent, like I mentioned, it's all opinionated. But there are some facts. Drake, Kendrick, and Cole are the top 3. You have
just that exists ever. See, that's why.
And the modern generation.
And I'm gonna delete all this shit because you said that. No,
it's the truth. Don't do me like that. It's the truth. You see how this guy is.
Yeah, but I could come with 3 people. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about that.
But you didn't let me finish.
Right on.
Because that's why I was saying, like, when it's opinionated, but it's also supported by facts. The fact of the matter is that whether you like Drake or not, I mean, he's arguably one of the biggest musicians in history, period, right? I mean,
he is.
The Billboard.
They compared him to Mike.
Exactly. He just tied Mike. So the Billboard, and this is all part and going back into the whole Coi Leray topic, right? Because what makes
you think that was an inspiration why she came out, when she wrote that post out?
I don't think that maybe Drake per se, but probably more so the fact of the matter that like she's probably not getting her flowers when it comes down to it, because she's a dope artist though. Like if you have to just take no. You don't think so? I like Coi Leray. She's
Coi Leray is
she got an image. She like her songs are kind of like,
she's considered a rapper or is she pop?
That's like a good question. But what is rap and pop these days now? Because it's like
pop is just popular music. I don't know, bro. That's
it's all kind of intertwined at this moment.
I think they had that situation going on with Nicki Minaj and somebody else got kind of, was it Lotto? They kind of was going at it, they was beefing because I think Nicki got rated #1 or she got a Grammy or something.
Nicki Minaj cries about everything, bro.
And it was like, oh, well, she's a pop artist. She's not a rapper. You know what I mean? It was some shit like that. But pop is just popular music.
True.
So, I don't know, man.
But I did see
I know Drake ain't fucking with Michael Jackson, okay?
Subjective.
Yeah,
Michael Jackson is my favorite artist, like, of
this
all time.
man will stand in front of crowds and people just fall out.
But you can't. Who
doing that?
But that's understandable what you're saying. But I think a lot of times when people compare Drake and Michael Jackson or whoever, they take certain things and they compare the things that are non-comparable, and they try to say,
such as
like that situation that you just said.
There's no way to
do that in these
days.
Drake
presents himself in front of crowds all the time.
Yeah, but it's different.
No, it's not.
It is, because look, back in the day there was no social media, so there was only really one way to be accessible, and that's to see that person.
So you saying just getting an overwhelming amount of exposure is what's causing like a numb state of preventing what Michael Jackson did? Because if you see an artist all the time versus nobody could ever see Michael until he showed up, it's like, oh, now he there, I'm finna have a heart attack. Is that what you're saying?
Because if you're doing this great art and then you're making yourself so mystique, then when you present yourself, people haven't had a chance to really appreciate you or show their appreciation for you, because there was no way to tweet you or to send you a DM or to like, subscribe, share Drama Kingz podcast.
All platforms.
But
TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
Facts. But no, they didn't have a way to really, like, you know what I'm saying, to express that. So they would buy his tickets to his concert, and then it was like, oh my God, he's really real. Like, he's larger than life. Yeah. You can grab your phone right now and you can send out 1 million DMs in 30 seconds to Drake, and he may see it. So it's different. I really personally don't think the comparisons are fair, but you do have to understand the fact of the matter that streams and just album sales and Billboard, it is different, but you can't fault a person like Drake for being braggadocious that he has tied Michael Jackson. That's a big accomplishment. It's not his fault that the music game changed.
That's true. That's a good point. It ain't his fault that the music game changed. It's not his fault that his fans are, and that's, his fans are just behind him like that. Like,
it's a machine.
I die for this dude. You feel me?
I wouldn't die for Drake,
but you get what I'm saying. But that's how it was for Mike. But it's, if the fandom society of artists can get real crazy. I remember one time they found Michael. They found where his hotel was at, and they was like, they flooded the streets.
Is that when he dangled the baby?
Was it? When he was like holding, you know what I mean? Like, he was like, y'all trying to see what's his name? Blanket. Shout out to Blanket, man.
And he put a Christian Rock before Christian Rock in Walmart.
Hey, somebody, but I mean, hey.
Yeah, man.
It is what it is, That's cool.
I just don't think that it's. And this is probably a biased opinion because I'm a diehard Drake fan. But I just don't think that a lot of the criticism that he receives based off, his level of success is warranted at times. I just feel like that it gets to a point to where, like, even with Michael Jackson, even with Michael Jackson, it gets to the point to where they love you, they hate you, and then they love you again. So right now, a lot of people are at that hate stage for Drake because he's been winning for so long.
I fuck with Drake, man. Shout out to Drake, man. He a cool dude. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't never had a problem with Drake. The only issue I have with Drake's fans is they call him a rapper, and he's not a rapper to me.
That's fair. I was talking to,
Drake's not a rapper. He's an R&B artist.
I was talking to a friend of mine, and as a diehard Drake fan, I had to come to that realization that I had to stop saying he was the best rapper.
Yeah, he's
not because a rapper, if you're not giving a whole full
album, you're not dropping that hot real rap raw 1 through 15 on the track.
If you're not beating Dylon,
you know what I mean? You're not a rapper. You're not a rapper. And Drake is he's a hybrid artist. He mixes some rap with a lot of singing R&B style.
He's a musician though. He's an
artist. That's true. He's cold and
there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing
but you
wrong
also
with
have to. You have to.
There's rappers out here that will never touch Drake, but they rappers and he's not.
Billboard artist of the decade.
Who cares though? Does it really matter?
I don't know. Does it?
I don't think so. What else we got, man? What else is going on?
It's a lot, man. That's been going on.
Did you see? Man, let me tell you, I read an article, right? It said that there was.
You know how to read?
I mean, I learned. I told you them classes. Man, why you say that? No.
I didn't think.
So I read an article, right? It said there was a restaurant. I don't remember the state or the city. Hopefully it wasn't Atlanta. It probably was Atlanta. Something some Atlanta shit. That they charged a customer, a dine-in customer. It was a restaurant. They charged them they upcharged them because their children were too loud.
What do you mean? Like they put a extra
there was
ticket
so you know how when you go to a restaurant, right? If it's more than a certain amount of guests, say 8 or 10 guests,
right?
They're gonna charge you like an automatic standard rate of gratuity,
right?
Something of that nature, but it was like for loud excessive noise because of the children. And it was a fee. Like we charge you a fee because your kids is too damn loud in this establishment. How you feel?
That's crazy. Are they?
What you go do? What you go do, man? You go pay the bill?
But no, are they like telling people up front? Is this? Like,
I don't know. I didn't read that for it.
See?
Sometimes I read stuff and just be
like me. I don't be. Sometimes I just be like, this is too much to believe, so I can't even I'm just gonna skip over this shit.
But if we was going to entertain the idea, how would you feel if somebody was like, yeah, man, we hope you like the food, you know what I mean?
Fuck that.
But your kids was too damn loud, so we charge you extra $12.
You got to know your kids. I'm with the restaurant, man. I know.
You with the restaurant.
You got to know your kids at times, and sometimes
they fuck up your ambiance.
I'm an ambiance nigga, man. But sometimes
they fuck it up your own.
I don't feel like that is. I don't feel like it's wrong, but I don't feel like it's right. I don't feel like it's necessarily just too crazy because this is 2023. But I also feel like that the restaurant should have explained that from the jump, or someone should have came.
Like, hey man, we got a noise ordinance.
You know what
I mean? We got decibel meters.
Because what's the point of having a manager if the manager is not gonna come de-escalate situations that,
I wouldn't pay the bill. Like I would just walk out. They gonna charge me with theft of service because, I mean, like, why you didn't come tell me that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I agree, but I disagree because they should have came and told the family, and it should have been like kind of like school or your job when you get a warning first, and then if you keep continuing to do something, then at that point we had to charge you because we've already came and talked to you. But just to throw that on their bill, that kind of you said it was in Atlanta,
crazy. Right? I don't know. It's speculation. It's just speculative bullshit. I saw it. I think I might have saw it on either. I might have saw it on Shade Room. Shout out to the Shade Room. I think I saw it on Shade Room, but I didn't read too far because I was like, a lot of times there's so much, just so much BS going on. You just reading what the.
Yeah, it just be too much.
I mean, it just keeps scrolling. You did, but hey, it is what it is, man. So.
I've been wanting to say that shit for the longest, bro. Sometimes
for real.
Sometimes you be trying to keep your inner hardness, man, and it be some shit that it be some female songs that be just jamming and you can't no, not in the shower.
Yeah, you right.
In the hood.
Yeah, not in the shower.
In the hood. I remember one time I pulled up in the hood, man, and I was jamming Rihanna loud as hell.
You was having me time?
Yeah, I was. It was
Ain't nothing wrong with that, B.
I don't know. What's a female song that you don't like? No matter where you're at, you don't mind jamming it.
I don't have any females. I don't listen to female music. Wow, like I got some Rihanna songs in my library from like those Umbrella days. What that is, like 07?
Yeah.
But those was like band arrangements. You know what I mean? Shout out to the band B, Wheelie High School.
Why don't you? What's the thing about women music? Like, it's not relatable.
I don't listen to R&B. I listen to real rap raw. You dig?
You just wake up 6:30 in the morning, just.
I throw on Jadakiss, you know what I'm saying? Conway the Machine, just shit like that. I just, get straight on just you know what I mean? Over bacon.
That's how I know I'm older now, man.
Gang
I can't listen to rap all day.
I can't listen to Drake all day, B.
I don't listen to Drake all day.
I can't listen to Drake. I can't listen to Raw Wave. I can't listen. I really can't listen to the radio.
Oh, the radio will destroy you.
There ain't nothing. You dig?
But it's
just too much. It's just too much fucked up shit on the radio. Like it's all, and then it's repetitive. It's all the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's a topic for another day, man. Whatever. We don't care if y'all don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Drama Kingz podcast. Make sure y'all look us up.
Facts.
Please just like, comment, subscribe, follow,
he was
interact.
Stuttering. He was stuttering.
Interact, B. All platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. It's your boy Elvis. I'm here, my man Rob. Take him home, Rob. We out of here.
Hey, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Keep on subscribing, like, sharing, commenting. Give us feedback, man, whether good or bad. We like to hear whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody.
All interaction is good interaction.
It is.
No, we don't kill.
If you ain't talking about us in a good way or a bad way, then we ain't doing something right.
You know what I'm talking about?
You know what I'm saying? Drama Kingz podcast. Heartthrob Rob, Bartholomew Franklin, Bart Frank, my boy Elvis, man. I appreciate it.
And we gone.